Hello.
Why are you already laughing?
I don't know. Fine, I won't laugh. Jeez.
Okay, keep it serious.
Hello. This is... Hi. Oh, how do I start this
You
thing?
say, hi, I'm Sam.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sam. And this is... You say your name.
And I'm Alex.
And you're you're listening.
To
This is the...
Honey, I'm Home podcast. We're doing really good.
Oh my gosh, that's a whole minute already.
Should we restart?
Sorry, we literally missed one day, and then we I have no idea how to do a podcast anymore, which is fine.
That's good.
It's only the 5th episode. Hi everyone. Sorry for the delayed podcast.
Yeah.
Episode. Spring break here, so
We're just a little behind schedule.
yeah. Happy Pie Day.
Happy Pie Day, everybody. Go eat some pie.
Go make sure, get
Sam,
your pie.
how far can you recite pie?
3.14596
Oh, you're rounding up.
I don't know. Can you look it up?
It's 3.1. Well, the longest I can go is 3.14159.265.
159. Dang it, I missed one.
I learned that from Night at the Museum, too.
Yeah.
Not from school.
No, yeah, same. And I saw it for the first time, I was like, I need to remember
I memorized that. Thank you, little Einstein bobblehead. And then I did.
They made
and
such
you know
a
how
big
many
deal.
times I've used that in my life? This one time.
Oh, nice. I used it a bit more times
Oh,
in my calculus era.
yes. I didn't have a calculus
And
era.
calculus 2 era. And calculus 3 era.
Yeah, I used it in my...
And
I
that's
didn't
it.
even use it in my pre-cal 1 era. Maybe that's why I got a C. Anyway. Are you bored? He's yawning. Okay. I don't
Go
think...
get your announcements. We have announcements.
Oh, I was going to say I don't think we have any.
Oh, no, we do. Still
Okay.
looking for social media.
Now we're starting to sound desperate.
We are desperate. we wanna tell things how they are. But we don't really have anything coming up. So I mean, we can announce today's podcast. It's just a Q&A with us,
Yeah.
with Sam and Alex. Why are you laughing at me? Stop laughing. It's Pie Day. Get your pies. We said that already.
We did, yeah.
If you're in the Virginia area or anywhere that has a Blaze Pizza, they do pies for $3.14.
You're right, they do. I forgot about that.
So that could be lunch today.
Could
Or
be
dinner.
lunch, or could be dinner.
I don't know what else. I don't really know what else does any offers, but
Yeah.
but go get your offers because they're out there for $3.14.
Yeah. They're not a sponsor. We
Non-sponsor.
just want you guys to know the deals.
Yeah, we want to keep you guys
We care
updated
about you guys.
with all the news,
Yep.
things going on out there.
All right, Sam,
What's up?
should you kick off the questions or should I kick off?
I can. Certainly. So the plan for today is clearly winging it again.
I don't think we even need to give that disclaimer anymore. I think that's expected at this point.
Yeah. So, today we are just doing Q&A with each other. I came with some questions.
Me too.
You came with some questions. But you want to tell people what we've been up to this week? Since we did last episode,
Is it becoming a thing?
Probably.
What have we been up to this week?
We've been playing volleyball.
Spring break, so we've been hanging.
We've been hanging.
Played volleyball, played
Spring
games,
cleaning.
spring cleaning. I planted some strawberries.
You're
and
into
flowers.
strawberries now? I'm looking for a lime tree.
Yeah, Sam's looking to plant a lime tree. Why are you laughing?
Because in my head, I'm like, that would be fun. But in my head, I'm also like, how is that happening?
I don't know. But I'm not going to be the one to crush your dreams.
You should, honestly.
No.
In this case.
No.
What if I plant a lime tree and then I get attached to it and then We have to get rid of it or something.
Why would we have to get rid of it? It's not like we're gonna return it to the Humane Society or something.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. We'll just dig her up and bring her with us.
Her.
But yeah.
It's a her now.
Sure.
What else have we been up to? That's it, really.
That's it.
We wanted to travel this week, but then...
But then we just really enjoyed home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Home and friends.
Yep.
So that's it. That's what we've been up to.
Yeah.
Anyways, today might be short.
Sure.
Or it might be long.
It'll be what we want it to be.
It doesn't matter what your name is. Sorry, that's a quote from The Rock.
All right. And with that, Sam, what's your first question?
Here's my first question to you.
Oh, gosh.
Don't oh gosh me. Don't
Just go ahead.
Don't
Tell me what to do.
Alright, I'm focused. I'm focused. Oh, it's focused.
Sam.
I could not tell you anymore with
Stop
the
it.
number of years and the matter of flies.
Stop.
I'll stop. Alex, if you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? And go ahead and tell us why. You know?
Okay. I would say fried rice. Specifically the fried rice that you make. Because I love
do like
rice. If I could only have one starch for the rest of my life, it would for sure be rice. I love rice.
It's so versatile.
It's so versatile. You can
versatile.
you can like flavor it any direction. But fried rice, you have the rice you have
pudding,
chicken, you have the vegetables. If you want to put egg in there, you can put egg in there.
I was thinking of what you can make with rice. You're describing the
I'm
fried
talking
rice.
about fried rice.
I'm like, you can make rice pudding.
No.
You can make sushi.
Yeah, so I'd say fried rice because it's just really versatile. You can like adjust things so that it tastes a little bit different every time, and it's just an all-around well-balanced meal.
Yeah, you got your protein.
Mm-hmm.
You got the starch. Mm-hmm. You got the veggies.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like that sort of thing.
Yeah,
I like that.
so I'd say fried rice.
Nice.
Yep. All right.
Yeah,
So
we're not doing what about you? There's no follow-up questions. It's just the question and the answer.
all right. I'll start with a more chill one. If you had become a pro soccer player and could go like all the way to the top of the soccer world, what team would you want to play for, and what position would you want to play on the team?
I definitely started my soccer career as if it was a career.
Yeah.
As a forward.
Uh-huh.
And I think I had probably 5 career goals
Wow.
when I was in high school.
That's a whole hand.
And then I quickly realized I did not have the capacity to keep going. So I moved to midfield.
Where all the washed up forwards go.
You're wrong for that.
I was a midfielder, so I can say that.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I would like to be a center attack midfielder.
A cam.
A CAM attack midfielder.
Yep. And play
And I want to say Manchester United, but right now I
you
don't
wouldn't
like.
want to play for them?
I'm in a love-hate relationship with them right now. So I want to say Olympia, my home team in Honduras. I like to be there.
Yeah, they're on a good streak.
They're on a good streak.
They'd be a good team to be playing for.
Yeah. You've been watching their games.
I have been.
You're a big fan of them.
I am.
You own their shirt.
I own all of their shirts.
You wear them when they play. I'm proud of you. Proud of you being my wife for that.
And I love you, random citizen.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, good answer. I'll pat myself on the back. Good question, Alex.
Good job, Alex. Good question. How dare you?
I mean, good answer.
Yeah. Honestly, I would like to play in the Premier League, but
You'd have to pick a different team.
I just hate how we're doing in Manchester United right now.
Yeah.
Or La Liga in Spain. Mm-hmm. But then it can get controversial here with who I would pick. Because I like a lot of teams there.
Okay.
But then I mean 3. So I'm not going to say which ones because controversial.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We want to avoid the drama.
Avoid the drama. My turn?
Yeah.
Let's see here. What's the most sentimental item that you own right now?
My first thought is my wedding band, but I think my actual answer is probably my Bible, because I've had my Bible for almost 20 years. And so there's like so many notes and highlights from like different seasons of my life in it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'd be devastated if I lost either one of them. But I think that my Bible I've had it for so long. And it's like, you can like look at different pages and see like, man, I was like in that spot when I was in this passage however many years ago. And yeah, I mean, like you've seen it, it's pretty worn down. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'd probably say my Bible.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm about to say.
Sam took to get it engraved with my new last name on it, and the person at the engraving thing was like, "Oh, is this a family heirloom Bible?" And he was like, "Nope, just my wife's."
I was like, "Nope, she's had it for 20 years."
She just, yeah. And I don't have it in a case. I probably should have it in a case. My parents have always told me I should have it in a case, but I don't like the look of it in a case. I like being able to see it out of the case. So
I'm like, no, she just uses it a lot.
I will.
Good, your turn.
All right, my turn. Okay, Sam. So you came to the States in 2017. Why are you laughing?
No.
You came to the States in 2017.
No, laughing.
What was the biggest adjustment for you when you moved here from Honduras?
That's a question. Let me see. I always say I didn't feel that I had a huge culture shock to begin with. And it's probably my upbringing. And the school I went to, learning English at a very early age, and being very fluent already in it. So I felt confident in that. I didn't feel like a huge culture shock. I think the biggest adjustment would have been being away from home in the sense of not place, as in being away from Honduras, but being away from my parents and my community that I had built there, like church and family. Trying to find that here was tough because I think for a while there I tried to kind of find a community that fitted the one I had left behind, and replacing that was tough. And I think what I should have done, and what I always recommend people in that same spot to do, is not to replace that community that they left behind, or try to bring home here, but to just find one here, or like
create
find
a new one.
Yeah, create a new one, knowing your needs, knowing what you require of people, and what you require to feel at home, without trying to make or force your old home into here.
Yeah.
Into a new place.
Yeah, because it'll never be the same.
No, it'll never be the same, but it doesn't mean that there's nothing here to offer.
Yeah.
I'm kind of stumbling into how I want to say this because I'm just making my mind up in the words.
Yeah.
But I think trying to force an old community or an old lifestyle into something that has different things to offer, then you you might find yourself lost or just like there's nothing there for
discouraged.
you. Yeah, or discouraged. And I think that's what happened to me too. Like the first probably semester or two, I try to find people like me that like the same things I did or offer me what like my old community would offer.
Yeah.
Being an only child, like I only have my parents pretty much to or when I grow up, so I would talk to them daily, but also like depend on them daily, which wasn't really the good thing. It's better to find people here and find what this new environment could offer.
Yeah.
And realize, okay, like I don't have my friends from back home here, but there's people here that can still offer me a new style of community that can still fit my needs for what I need or the community I'm craving for.
Yeah.
So kind of like not try to bring home to the new place, but make a new home out of this new place.
Yeah.
And now, like, the advantage is I can now bring things that I learned growing up, things that I learned from back home, and create a new community blended with what is already here, offers here.
That's great advice for someone. Like, I know that the question wasn't an advice thing, but I think, like, that advice, and I've heard you give that to other, specifically international students or, like, kids who grew up overseas. Maybe they're American, but they've grown up overseas and then come to the U.S. for college. I think that's a great perspective of not, like, just checking out everything that you came from, but also not trying to create, like, a little Honduras now that you're here in the States, because it'll just never be the same.
Yeah, I think it's both, like, accepting, like, you're in a new place, like, knowing what you can change and what you can't change, and accepting that there are things that you won't be able to change or bring with you, but that doesn't mean that they are fully gone or that you have to stop them. Like, there's still things that I do or say or act like that are, like, I learned from back home or are, like, how I grew up in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not losing my identity or anything, but it's not like if I don't eat Honduran food, like, I'm no longer Honduran.
Right, yeah.
But, like, there's not things that I can still appreciate from back home and blend in with, like, my new lifestyle here and have this, like, new culture of just blending two in one.
Yeah.
And going back home is not a reset. It's a, like a, I don't know how to say this.
It's visiting home.
It's visiting home. Like, I'm not like, oh, I need to go home to, like, recharge my batteries to then expend them here. Like, because if you're just viewing it that way, then you're always going to be on this loop of you're getting tired.
Yeah, for sure.
If traveling back is your, like, I need to recharge my batteries there.
Yeah.
So finding something sustainable here is more important.
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
The moment was too serious for Sam. He had to transition out of it.
All right, my turn. Let's keep the trend of advice.
Okay.
I feel like my questions are way more serious than yours.
I have serious ones. I just haven't said them yet.
Okay, well, I only have serious one.
Okay.
What is one memory from the last 12 months that you want to relive?
12 months.
In the past year. I said 12 months just so it's not like in the past year as in, like, calendar year. But
yeah. I would say that I could relive. I would probably say our wedding day. Because, like, and we both said this a couple times during our wedding, like, never again will we have all of those people who we love and care about in the same room. And I think that was just, like, a unique experience that I wasn't... Like, I think I was going into it thinking, like, oh my gosh, this will just be, like, the best day for Sam and I, and, like, everybody else was just kind of, like, there. But I think there was so much joy in, like, getting to be around the people we love. Like, for the first time as a married couple, but also just, like, all the people we love in the same place. So, and it was just so fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, from start to finish, it was just such a good day. Like, Sam and we did something a little bit controversial, that we met up the morning of our wedding.
It's not that controversial.
I feel like it is, at least in, like,
I guess
my southern growing up culture. But definitely not old-fashioned.
Yeah, sure.
But we met up the morning of our wedding and just, like, got coffee together and prayed together. And I gave him his wedding gift, and we just, like, spent some time, like, talking about, like, wow, this is crazy. Like, next time we see each other, like, I'll be in my wedding dress. Like, we'll be getting ready to get married. Like, and so I think, like, even just starting off that way was such a sweet way to begin the day. And I think we were both, like, really present throughout the day.
Yeah.
And it was so fun. And, like, the weather was perfect. Our bridal party was amazing. Our families jumped in and helped out so much. Like, it was just, like, it was the perfect day. There's nothing that I feel like could have gone better than what it did.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Except
I feel
for,
like right after we said we should do this again.
Except
Knowing
for
that, okay, there's no way, but like...
the only thing we could have done better is we could have had bubble machines at the send-off, because everybody's little bubbles didn't show up very well in the pictures.
But we have solid pictures of friends and family, like, trying so hard to blow bubbles.
Blowing their heart and soul into those bubbles. But otherwise, I think the day was, like, literally the most perfect it could have been.
It was.
So, that's what I would say.
I can agree.
All right. Sam?
Sam-a-lama ding-dong.
I'm trying to decide which serious question. Okay, I'll go with the marriage one, too.
Oh, boy.
What do you wish someone had told you about marriage before you got married?
Oh. I don't know.
All right, next question.
Great, my turn. What do I wish someone had told me about marriage?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything specific I can think of that I'm like, man, this took me by surprise. This sucks. I wish I had known. I don't think there's anything like that.
Maybe the hair situation, the hairballs everywhere.
Don't give me the answer. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I'm supposed to answer this on my own.
You're right. Pretend I didn't say that. Just wipe it from your memory.
I think it's the hair thing. No, not even that. I don't... Sure, maybe I'm taking the question too seriously.
You can have a serious answer.
Or, well, that's the thing. If I take it too seriously, I don't really feel like I have a serious answer. Like, man, I had no idea this was going to be like this.
Okay.
I don't like this. But, like, a little bit more, on the funny side of it. Mm-hmm. Your hair is everywhere. Like, it's literally woven in my sweatshirts.
After they come out of the wash.
Yeah. I'm like...
Like, I haven't touched them yet.
This sweatshirt has been packed for months now. I've used it once. I've not let you see it so that you could steal it. And somehow it has your hair in it. Or like I'm walking on my socks and then there's a hairball on my sock. I'm like, where'd this come from? So yeah, sure, maybe that.
Someone should have given you a man-to-man heads up about the hair.
Yeah. But like, just to give some props, our marriage counseling. Mm-hmm. The couple that did marriage counseling with us, and he ended up being our officiant. I feel like they did such a great job.
Yeah. With
just keeping like real conversations with us, them being so open about their own marriage with us, so that we're not like going into it blindly. Second of all, they have been really good, close friends to us. Individually and as a couple, that we were able to really open up with them, talk serious like things about expectations of marriage and just knowing what we were getting into pretty much, even though I feel like we had a good idea that we know we want to get married, we know we are good for each other, we know we're going to put in the work. But they were really helpful at giving us more like practical scenarios of like, this is what it's gonna look like. This is things that you want to talk about, and not only we're like able to talk about it and be on the same page, but they really set really good expectations and very candid, like pictures of what marriage is. And looks like. Before we got into it, which is why I feel like there's not really anything specific that I can think of that I'm like I wish someone should have told me.
Yeah.
Besides like silly things that I'm like, this is not even a red flag or a pink flag or an off-white flag. Like this doesn't matter. This is
not even a flag. It's just like
it is what it is.
Just there.
But like, other than that, yeah,
that's fair.
My turn.
Yeah.
Hold on. I should have been going in order because I don't know. Only eat one meal. Ask that. Memory. Ask that. Sentimental. Yep. Ask that. Okay. What advice do you give others that you wish you were better at following yourself? Yeah, hypocrite.
Well, here's all the ways I'm a hypocrite. No, we all are.
I'm not the only one out there.
I would say I'm getting better at this, but I think I communicate to people that they should have, like, boundaries on what they do or don't say yes to, especially to close people. And that's not one of my strengths personally, something I'm getting better at. But I think like I'm great with boundaries with people, like in a professional relationship or like acquaintances or even like loose friends, but close friends and family. It's really hard for me to say no when it's going to be hurtful to me, but I feel like that person needs it or they would be benefited by it or whatever the case is. I want to say yes, even if I know it's going to be like hurtful to me or like too exhausting for me or whatever. And so it's something I'm getting better about. But I feel like with other people, I'm like, if you can't do that, just say no. Like, plain and simple, just say no. But then I get in the situation, I'm like, but what about this? and then I like have a lot more internal dialogue with myself than just like, no, that can just be a no, and that's okay for it to be a no. Yeah, I'm proud of that.
Yeah, it's good. Proud of you.
Thank you. Learning, growing. Bleh.
Bleh. Learning, growing, bleh. Another one.
Another sticker.
Another shirt.
Okay, Sam.
What's up?
Do you think that it'll be more daunting to be a boy dad or a girl dad? Or which one, I guess, is more daunting to you now? Because we don't have kids.
Right. Obviously, I don't know. I think in this day and age, whether it is or it's not, like the married couples that have kids out there will know and have their own opinion. I think my perception, to me it would be more daunting to have boys, a boy, or multiple boy.
Many boy.
I think it's just one, chivalry has been at war with. I'm trying not to be political.
Here's the hot take.
I'm trying not to be political. I think certain trends have really destroyed what a gentleman looks like and should be. And a lot of what a gentleman should be, looks like, is now seen as, I don't know how to say it.
Like controlling or like overbearing?
No, more like demeaning or condescending. And like, there was a time where holding the door open was not a bad thing.
Yeah, it was
you
never a controversial thing.
Yes. Or the act of just helping someone was not an implication of assuming weakness.
Yeah.
And it is now. And the reason I'm saying that for a guy is I think it would be more daunting now. Not that I wouldn't want a boy, but I'm thinking I would want a son, many son, that multiple son.
Muchas.
Sorry, this is my way of like letting my thoughts
brain catch up with your mouth.
Yeah. You can put it in 1.5 speed and hear this faster. I think that's the reason why I think it would be more daunting for me to have a son. Mm-hmm. It's that I would want them, and I would want to raise them well, mm-hmm. to be a proper gentleman, mm-hmm. and to treat women properly, mm-hmm. with, first of all, a good emotional understanding, and emotional boundaries, mm-hmm. not the popular give in to your emotions mentality, mm-hmm. or just express your feelings mentality. Mm-hmm. Not that a guy or a boy needs to suppress their feelings, but they should be able to handle and explain their feelings well, mm-hmm. but not just express them because, and I think I told this to you one time, mm-hmm. and I think I'm okay with saying this. I think an emotional, immature man, mm-hmm. is more dangerous than an emotional, immature woman, mm-hmm. in the physical aspect. Yeah. And I think that's what is daunting, mm-hmm. is raising a boy, mm-hmm. that if done improperly, mm-hmm. then it could end up being more dangerous. And more harmful growing up in the future. Do I think that I'm not gonna be a good father and that's what it's gonna end up happening? No. But I think what is daunting is, mm-hmm. that the possibility of that being there.
And the world is just not friendly to good men, I feel like.
I agree. Mm-hmm.
Like, good, mature men. The world's not friendly to that. And the world doesn't really create an environment where it's easy to be a good, mature, strong man.
Correct.
Yeah.
I agree. Mm-hmm. So that would be my answer.
It's a good answer. Very well thought out answer.
I have a lot of thoughts, but
I know you do.
I think this is definitely one of those.
To be out in public, that's as much as we'll say.
For now, yeah.
No, that was a great answer.
I'm sure there will be one day way ahead of this that we can have hot takes.
You could probably talk about that topic for a long time.
I could make 3 or 5 or 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah.
Just in that, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good answer.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're staring at me. I'm like, why is she staring? Because it's my turn. Did I ask what advice? Yes, advice to give others. Yeah. What hobby did you used to have that you'd like to pick up again? Mm-hmm. And what's stopping you from doing that?
What's stopping me from doing that? I would probably say playing soccer, honestly. Because I played so much when I was a kid, and I even played in college. Not, like, for my college in college, but, like, intramurals and pickup and all that stuff. And I just, like, haven't in a very long time. Mm-hmm. I think part of what's stopping me is I'm out of shape.
Oh, I thought that was going to be
Well, I have a couple things that stop me.
Yeah.
One is I'm out of shape, which I can fix that. 2 is I've had a lot of concussions.
That's the one.
And so I do have to be really careful playing soccer, and I haven't really relearned how to play soccer since my most recent concussions. I've had 8 concussions total, and 2 of them were, like, post me playing soccer, so I haven't really relearned how to play, like, not using my head and, like, not being as physical. And then the third reason is because it's really hard to play sports with other adults. Like, it's really hard to get... I did not think that was going to be a hard thing about adulthood. But it's hard to get other adults to want to play, especially a sport like soccer where you need a lot of people to be able to play a decent pickup game.
At least 10.
Yeah, it's, like, really challenging to find grown-ups who want... Like, when you're a kid, you're like, guys, let's go play soccer! And then, like, 50 kids show up. But adults, it's just hard because everyone's busy. People have their own... exercise or workout schedules, or they don't like sports. It's just like hard to organize a group of people to play soccer.
Yeah,
really any sport, but especially soccer.
That's gonna play at your level.
I think that's why like pickleball and spikeball have like gotten really popular with adults, is because you only need like 4 people.
Well, pickleball has been a sport for a long time,
but it's picked up traction with
older people sport,
right? But I'm saying it's picked up traction with like our age group.
Yeah, no.
And I think it's because you have so many kids who grew up playing organized sports, and then you become a grown-up and you're like, okay, well, it's kind of hard to get a group together to play soccer. Football's the same way, basketball's the same way, baseball's the same way. So even like volleyball, it's hard to find enough people to play that. So
now that pickleball has some traction, I'm just waiting for badminton to get more traction again too.
That would be so fun.
Yeah,
I'd love to play badminton.
But it's not trendy with TikTok right now. So once
it gets trendy with TikTok, well, I don't know. TikTok's about to get banned everywhere, so it'll have to get trendy on Instagram Reels.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, that's what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
All right, your turn. Would you prefer a question on friendships or on kids?
Whatever. I think I only have one question left. So.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, girl.
All right. What is something you want our kids to grow up knowing about themselves?
Can I get a question about friends instead? No, I'm kidding. I want them growing up knowing that we will always be there for them, no matter what, and that they will never be a failure to us.
That's a good answer. Is that the end of your thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
I was just making sure.
Oh. I don't feel like I need to expand on that, do I? Nah,
no,
I'm good.
Not if you don't want to.
What's a favorite piece? That's my handwriting. Favorite piece of relationship advice you've received? It's mine, isn't it?
No, I'm just thinking of like my top piece. I think. I think my favorite piece of relationship advice I got from a very dear family friend who I call an aunt. At my bridal shower, she wrote a little like card, and her advice to me was always view your spouse as a blessing. And if you at every moment choose to view your spouse as a blessing, it will make the hard times easier, and it will make your fights a lot less intense, because even if you're sitting there like, this person's making me irritated, or we're disagreeing on this or whatever, if you're viewing them as your greatest blessing, then you already have like a level of gratitude towards them. And I just think that's a great perspective, because gratitude, we know, goes so far. And I think it can be easy to be like, oh my gosh, my spouse is like, I love my spouse, they're God's greatest gift to me. But then like when the rubber meets the road, we're like, oh, they're so annoying. Not that I think that about you, but I think that can be like the temptation to react that way. But I think if you're viewing your spouse as your greatest blessing, then you're willing to forgive those small things, you know?
Yeah.
And like, I think we overlook the small things that like, it's just like, this is not worth us being irritated about. Like, why would we sit here and be irritated about this? Like, I love you, so why would I care about that? Like, if somebody needs a conversation, we have a conversation, but we're not like a bickery couple. And I think it's because we have a level of gratitude for each other.
What's bickering again?
Bickering is like little arguing and like nitpicking, kind of like, not like a fight, but just like kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
That's my definition from the Webster Dictionary. Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
All right.
They're my blessing.
Oh. You're mine.
You know, when you said rubber meets the road, I immediately thought of a wheel and the road hitting and saying, "Hi, I'm rubber. Hi, I'm rubber."
You're so weird.
Okay, thank you for that.
But you're a blessing. Okay. I have like 4 questions left.
Rapid fire.
I have 5. Okay.
Oh.
What do you look for in good male friendships?
Maturity, intentionality, and I'll give a third one for free.
Excuse me.
Maturity, intentionality, and biblical worldview.
What's the worst and best marriage advice you received before getting married?
Best is probably what my parents said, that we are a united front, and we will have each other's backs, and that we can pray over our marriage and against words or things that are said about our marriage intentionally, and that makes so much sense. And I don't know how I never thought about that, but they have painted a very good picture of marriage to me, and hearing them saying like you're one, what's hers is yours and what's yours is hers, but like in a practical way, has been very helpful. And worst, I don't think I've gotten this as an advice given to me, but it's one that I've heard multiple times, and it's marriage is hard, and marriage is like there's ups and there's downs and yada yada yada, and like marriage is very hard, and some days you'll love them, some days you'll wake up and hate them, and like all these jokes about marriage in a negative view, I think it's just
like ball and chain.
Happy wife, happy life. I think that's just bad advice, because you're painting a picture of something that is God-given and beautiful, and you're painting a bad picture of it just to get a few laughs, or to give yourself some slack of, oh well, things are going bad right now, but that's how marriage is. I think. And I'm not even going to say, maybe it's because we're less than a year married, and maybe we're still in the honeymoon phase. I'm not even going to say that, because I refuse to believe that. I don't, exactly. I don't want to speak over our marriage like, oh, we're not having bad times because we're into marriage. Like, no, we've already faced different hardships that only you and I know about, and we've already faced difficulties, and we are facing them together. And I think it's I've said multiple times, life is 90% your attitude and 10% what you do about it. But like, I think if you go into it knowing that, okay, like you said, like this person is my blessing, and I'm blessed by having them with me, then life with them shouldn't feel hard. Things outside of it can make things hard.
Totally.
But your marriage itself, it's a unity between you and God.
But that's like us working against a problem rather than we are the problem. Like, I'm viewing you as the problem, you're viewing me as a problem. Instead, like, no, we're united, and like that thing over there that's causing issues is the problem.
Like, if we're in unity, like, as a picture of God and the church, like,
it should be joyful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, if no one ever says, oh, loving God, it'll be hard, and it'll be good some days, and it'll be bad some days.
You'll hate it some days,
Yeah, no one says that about your relationship with God, because that's not how it is.
Right.
We all know that the trials come outside of that.
Yeah.
But I think it's the same with marriage, especially when marriage is designed to replicate that relationship.
I agree. All right,
Dang, I went deep.
my final question. This is a really deep one.
I know what it is.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready? How many koala bears could you carry in your arms for 5 minutes?
Okay, I feel like I could easily hold 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard bad things about koalas.
These are nice koalas.
They're nice koalas? That's
Yeah.
all the bad things I've heard about them, is that they're not nice.
Well, yeah, they're nice. These ones are nice.
Oh, then I could hold 3 comfortably. 4 if they can balance on my head. I could do 5, 1 on my lap if I'm like balancing on 1 foot.
For 5 minutes? You're gonna balance on 1 foot for 5 minutes?
Okay, well, 4.
All right.
There
it is.
do 1, 2, and then 1 in the middle of them, so I can like do that, and then if I put 1 on my shoulder maybe, and like tilt my head a little bit so they have more space between my shoulder and my neck.
Yeah.
I could, 4
All right.
for 5 minutes. Yeah.
All right.
How much am I getting paid for it?
You don't get paid at all.
What?
This is just a test.
Oh, I'm not doing it then. I would never do it then.
I would hold a koala bear for
Red
5
pandas
minutes.
though? Now we're talking.
I love koalas. They're so cute.
Red pandas are beautiful.
All right.
Well, I'll do
Quickly.
the closing. No.
Quickly.
No.
Quickly.
No. I got it.
Okay.
What am I doing?
Oh my gosh, that's so nice.
Oh gosh, we're 46 minutes away.
Quick.
Thank you guys for listening.
Woo!
We hope you enjoyed this week's podcast on Pi Day.
Woo!
To finish it off today, we're keeping up our segment of what's it called? Unsolicited advice.
Mm-hmm.
So today's advice from myself is for all you coffee lovers out there that like to make your own espresso at home and like to grind your own coffee beans. My advice for you today is spray your coffee beans before grinding them. And spray them with water. So just get a little
mist.
One of those little spray bottles,
Mm-hmm.
just the small ones, like a perfume one. Mm-hmm. And just do like 2 little sprays on your 18 grams of coffee beans before putting them in your grinder. Why, you ask? Well, because I said so. I'm kidding. Because all the electric grinders, they create static electricity, and adding a little bit of water will reduce the static electricity, which means you'll end up with your 18 grams of coffee grounds. You won't have coffee grounds stuck in your grinder and lose those or get mold in it because they're stuck in there, and they won't fly out everywhere when you have a lot of static. So reduce the static, reuse the water.
Stop it.
Recycle. Okay. Yeah, that's my advice.
Ridiculous. All right, my unsolicited advice.
I just wanted to be helpful.
That was helpful. That was great advice. My unsolicited advice is that happy life, happy wife is a manipulative lie.
Oh, dang.
The actual phrase should be happy spouse, happy house. Because nobody wants an unhappy husband, 1. And 2, if you're going into marriage, ladies, thinking that it's all about him making you happy, then that's selfish and that's manipulative. And if you use the phrase happy wife, happy life to get what you want, then you're in the wrong. I'll say it. I can't think of a situation in which you would be right. So I would say that the actual mentality should be happy spouse, happy house, and both parties are working to make each other happy and joyful and work together as a team, and you will end up with a much more beneficial and healthy outcome. And that's not just my advice. That's something that I learned in my marriage counseling class that I took in grad school. So
You had a class?
I had a class on family therapy, and we had, like, half of it was, like, about marriage counseling.
Oh.
Yeah. And I got, like, licensed in, like, a couple different marriage counseling things. Happy spouse, happy house, guys.
So if you need a marriage counselor,
don't talk to me, because I don't do that.
Okay.
I just had to take the class.
Never mind. But if you are a social media manager and you want to work for free, I'm just kidding.
Talk to us!
Oh. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate you.
If you want to book us to come talk at your event or your birthday parties or just hang out, reach out.
Yep.
We'll tell you our prices. Bye, y'all.
Bye.